Since the beginning of the Israel-Hamas war on 7 October 2023, there have been protests in major Western capitals against Israel's continuous bombardment of Gaza. The Israel-Hamas war has exposed the strength of the Islamist extremists in the West, especially in the United Kingdom and France. One would ask, how would a Muslim be the mayor of one of the most important Christian capitals in the world? Could a Christian be the mayor of Riyadh, the Saudi Arabian capital? We all know the answer to this question. The Islamists are taking advantage of the democratic system of government in the West to conquer the West. As we know, some of the most important tenets of democracy are the rule of law, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of worship. So, Islamists take advantage of these principles to gradually Islamize the West. In January 2015, the employees of the French satirical weekly magazine Charlie Hebdo were targeted in a shooting attack by two French-born Algerian Muslim brothers, Said Kouachi and Cherif Kouachi. Some minutes after the attack, as the brothers entered their car, they were heard saying, "We have avenged the Prophet Muhammad." No one is talking about the blasphemy of Muslims against Christian and Western values. I have watched hundreds of videos where audacious Muslims come out to call for the imposition of Sharia law in Western countries because the Western culture is satanic, and consequently, the only valid system is supposed to be the system of Islam, which is the Sharia.
Britain is Darul Harb because they are, anathema to God's law. They're not implementing it, they're violating His sanctity, and therefore this is war against Allah and His Messenger. We are obliged as Muslims to take the authority away from the people who have it and implement the Sharia. Now I hope that can come in a very peaceful way.
You've watched the video. Isn't this appalling and annoying? A Muslim immigrant, the son of a Pakistani migrant, born in Britain, threatening to impose his culture, religion and way of life on his host country. Isn't this supposed to be blasphemy? Isn't this guy supposed to be arrested and prosecuted for threatening the British national security? For the British government, this is just freedom of expression. A British professor from the University of Oxford, Professor David Coleman, said in 2010 that white British would be a minority in Britain in 2066 if immigration continued. Now, we are in 2024, and Muslims are brazenly threatening to topple the British government, take over the country and impose Sharia law. David Cameron on 5 February 2011, criticized state multiculturalism in his first speech as Prime Minister on radicalization and the causes of terrorism. At a security conference in Munich, he argued the UK